Okay, so in this video I'm going to be talking about keeping your phone up to date, why it's important and how to do it. So you might get messages in your phone sometimes, notifications saying you need to update your phone, and you might think, what is this and why is it important? Well, basically there are two types of updates that your phone might want to do. One is called a system update, and that is something that updates sort of all the machinery in the background, if you like, the things that make your phone work. It's for the system. It's for the everyday running of your phone. So that's a system update. Then there are updates. So those are updates that are needed for the applications that you use, maybe for a photo editing tool or for WhatsApp or something like that for a specific app. But before we get into that, what is an update? Well, basically the developers who make phones and the software on phones and the people who make apps, sometimes they want to improve things and sometimes they find mistakes and things that they want to fix. And so every now and then, every couple of months or so, they will issue out an update which will fix things or make improvements. So basically, if you want your phone to be up to date, if you want it to work as best as it can, to fix any problems that it might have, it's a good idea to keep your system updated and also your apps updated. So I'm going to run through how you can do that. To start off with system updates, if you're lucky enough and your phone gives you a notification, a prompt to update, then I would say if you don't need your phone for the next sort of 10-15 minutes, just say yes and let it update over the internet. If you're not getting those prompts and you just want to see whether your phone is updated and you want to do that manually, I'm going to show you how to do that. You need to go and find your settings, and then in settings there's three things to look out for in settings. There's an option that's called system, sometimes it's called system, sometimes it's called about phone, sometimes it's called software update. You need to look in your phone, depending on which one it is, in those locations and try and find where it can say do a software update. I'm going to run through the most common one for Android phones, and that is when you go into settings you can find something called software update, and then just click software update and it will do that for you. That will be for the system update. So let's have a look at that now. Okay, so to do a system update on your phone, which will update everything on your phone, and just make sure that it's sort of up to date and working, you need to go and find your settings. To do this, you can swipe from the bottom of your phone upwards, like this, swiping upwards, and that will bring up a menu. And on that menu, you should be able to find settings. For me, it looks like this. It's this cog. For you, it might be different depending on what phone you have, but you need to find the settings. Once you find that, you can tap on it and it will open up a settings menu which looks like this. And I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and I'm going to find where it says, for me it says one for software update. And different phones is found in different places as discussed earlier, but you need to try and find somewhere where you can do that software update. I'm going to tap on software update and that's going to take me to this page. And what I want to do is go download and install, and it will tell you the last time that it was checked, and that might be recently if you do it frequently, or it might be very old, last time it was updated a year or two ago. So it's important to update fairly frequently to make sure your phone will run smoothly. So we're going to go on download and install, and then it will actually straight away start downloading. So you can see here that it says downloading update, and that might take a couple of minutes. It could take up to sort of 15 minutes to do the update depending. It's good to keep your phone charged whilst you're doing this, so you can have your phone fully charged or have it plugged into a charger, just so it doesn't lose power halfway through doing the update. And that's pretty much it. So you've got to find your settings, find where you can do software update, and update it every now and then. Alright, so what about app updates? So these are the things for your specific apps that you might use, and developers have come across with some improvements or they want to fix something, so you want to do the updates for those apps as well. For Android phones, which is what I'll be focusing on, you go to something called the Play Store, There is an equivalent on the iPhone as well. But you go to the Play Store, you go to More Options, you go to My Games and Apps, and then you can from there say Update All. So let's run through that for that example. Alright, so what I've got here is a recording of my phone, and this is how you can get to update your apps from the Play Store. So first things first, the Play Store is this icon here. Hopefully it will be on your main screen. If not, you can swipe up from the bottom of your phone and look through the different apps you have, and hopefully you'll find this icon, the Play Store. When you find it, just tap on it, and then it will open up a new page that looks a little bit like this. Pause it now. This is what the Google Play Store looks like. It will load up different apps that you can download, but where we want to go next is up to the left hand corner. There's these 3 lines and a little red dot. If we tap on that, it's going to bring up a menu. So on this menu there's going to be all these different options. What we want to do is go to My Apps and Games, because we're going to be updating My Apps and Games. So go up to there and tap on My Apps and Games. Then it's going to bring up this loading page. Wait a couple of seconds, and you can see there it's checking for updates. And you can see here that I've got 5 updates, but if you haven't updated for a while, you could have 20, you could have 30 updates. We're going to move over to the right here where it says Update All, and then just click on tap on that green square where it says Update All, and then that's going to update all of your apps there on the Play Store. There's a similar process for iPhone if you have an iPhone, but it's good to update your phone apps when you can. And that's it.